Hello, entrepreneurs. Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneur Fundamentals. My name is Robert Bitto. Well, after 22 years, I was put in the eBay doghouse. What does that mean exactly? Well, I slipped to below standard as a below standard seller. Oh boy, yeah. Oh gosh, I don't know. Well, you know what? eBay hasn't been what it used to be, as people will always say about everything, right? Such and such is not like it used to be, the good old days, all that stuff. Well, about 10 years ago, my traffic on eBay really slowed down. It like ground to a halt. And I was selling at one point like 25 items a day. And then it slowly went to like 5 items a day. And then 3. And I had 1,500 plus listings on there, more. Now I have 1,700. But, and I slowly increased that with time. I don't know why, because the venues seem to go downhill, at least for me. So because I wasn't selling that much on eBay, I was shifting a lot of my merchandise to Etsy and to Amazon. Now, a lot of my merchandise is onesies or 1 or 2. I'm not selling electronics or, anything like that that's branded with a UPC, emblazoned on it, imported from China with millions of pieces produced. I'm selling handcrafted items for the most part, and I don't have multiples of a lot of the things that I have. So let's say I have a hand-carved bird or something from Honduras, and it's been on eBay for 10 years. So I put it on Etsy, and then it sells, and then I forget to take it off of eBay. And that's happened with a lot of items that I've had because I have a massive inventory. I have tens of thousands of pieces in all of these rooms around me in my warehouse here, even in my office here. This camera is even on merchandise. But my point is, I had so much stuff that I was shifting a lot of it onto Etsy or to Amazon. And then if those pieces sold on those other venues, I would forget to take down the listing on eBay. And this was the case for a lot of listings that I had that had, 3 or 4 items, not necessarily the onesies, but let's say a lot of 6 Christmas ornaments in the shape of chickens, which I just sold one today, a lot of 6 chicken Christmas ornaments. Well, I had, when I started out, 4 of those lots. Well, I have them listed on Etsy and I have them listed on eBay. So then I sold out on Etsy, then sold out on Etsy a year ago, let's say. And then someone buys it on eBay and I don't have the stock. So I have to issue a refund. Well, that's considered a defect. And if your defect rate is too high, then they put you on some sort of a probation or whatever. They knock you down off of their top seller and all that. I haven't been a top seller for years and years and years. I haven't had like all the whistles and bells associated with my item ID. I do have over 20,000 positive feedbacks. I don't know, that doesn't count. I've been with them for 22 years. That doesn't count? Maybe it does. Because let me tell you something. I got a message from them on Friday from eBay saying, you've been at risk for months and you haven't improved. And that's correct. In the past 6 months, there have been about 3 or 4 instances where I had to tell the customer I'm out of stock, sorry. So my sales on eBay are so low that the lack of merchandise and those defects, those stock outs that I had, even though there were just a handful, it looked really bad as far as the percentage of all of the things that I sold. So I was at risk, and then they finally put me in the doghouse on Friday. And so what they did is they reduced my selling capacity from 220 something $1,000 I could have listed at one time to $33,000. So what was happening is my listings that were up after 30 days, they would automatically be renewed. They weren't being renewed. And so I was like, okay, what's my new limit then? If they decide to punish me, because it's all punitive, that's it. It doesn't matter about your feedback or how fast the customer gets the stuff. People still get the stuff from me quick. The only problem I had was these stockouts, which I'll take responsibility for that, as entrepreneurs were supposed to. And we play by their rules. So eBay had the right to do whatever. They could kick me off if they want to. I mean, I'd be disappointed to leave, but so anyway, they reduced my selling limits from 220 something thousand to 33,000. And I was like, what? That means most of my merchandise is going to not renew until I get my numbers up, which is going to be months from now because of the way that this is set up with these percentages. So I got myself out of the doghouse. How'd I do it? This is very important. If this happens to you, call customer service and plead or whatever, make your case. I told them, I said, look, you know, I've had some stock outs, a few here and there. I think I've had 6 in the past year, 6 times where I had to refund a customer their money. That's not a lot, but compared to what I've sold, that's how they got the numbers. And I haven't been selling like I used to sell, like I said. So I talked with the customer service rep. I said, look, what I'm going to have to do is shift all of the merchandise that I have that is being closed out on eBay and shift it over to Etsy and to Amazon. And I would rather just have it sit in eBay and, you know, hopefully sell there, but I will, you know, just reduce my selling. That's what I'll have to do. And I said, after 22 years, I really can't understand this. And then so the customer service rep raised my limit from $33,000 to $120,000. And that's about how much inventory I was carrying on eBay, just under that amount. So I think what the rep did is looked and saw my history and saw that this defect rate thing was the only little tarnished piece of my star with my whole association with eBay. I mean, I had one incident in the year 2002, 20 years ago, where I was selling a certain item and a church group in South or North Carolina wrote letters to eBay to try to get me kicked off eBay, but that one item that they found offensive, which was a piece of Mexican folk art, was taken off of eBay. And then they sanctioned me. You know, they said, if you do relist this, if you list another offensive thing, then we're going to have to limit your... So that 20 years ago, I had one minor incident with eBay. Other than that, I've had a great record. And so they took that into account. So if you're ever in the doghouse, just to wrap this up, I know I've been going on and on and on. If you're ever in the doghouse, call customer service and see what they can do. Even if they can bump your listing limit up a little bit. See, now I got kicked down to $33,000 from over $220,000. So, I mean, if I didn't call, I would have been stuck at $33,000. I mean, I didn't expect much from the call, but even if they kicked me up to 80,000 or 90,000, that would have been better than 33. So it's worth sitting on the phone on hold forever or whatever to try to resolve this, because if you make the effort, I think they show that shows them that you're acting in good faith and none of this stuff was because you're on the decline or you're trying to screw them or something like that. You're doing your best. I'm doing my best. I really am. I really am doing my best. And maybe it's not good enough. And to eBay standards, in this case, maybe it wasn't. And fine, I take responsibility, like I said. But there's a way out of the doghouse. And I hope that all of this that I've talked about has been helpful if you find yourself in this similar situation. Just call customer service and, hey, it's worth a shot. So that's about all I have to say on this. There will be more later. So remember to always work hard, and may all of your entrepreneurial dreams come true.